adding a bit of style to yourself, eh, Amelia? I like it a lot. Hey, what's up everybody, it's Chronofox, and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. Last time, we began our journey of getting the Pawn Specters, as well as wrapped up a couple of side quests to Companion's Cape. And this time, we're going to be pressing forward to Alcamoth, while also potentially doing some Pawn Spectre stuff. So to start things off, I saw that there is a quiet moment over on the other side of this little river. If we can avoid the valves, I think we can get to it. Why did I have to open my big dumb mouth? Why did I have to speak? Hopefully these things can't swim. Thank goodness they can't. Alright. Can only view this during the afternoon and I need Shulk in the party. Okay. No problem. Let's see. Yeah, about 1 in the afternoon. Get it. There we go. Land in the sky.
So high up!
It really is, isn't it?
When stand on tippy edge, head go dizzy. Whoa!
Kino, don't get too close to the edge. If you lose your footing, you could fall.
Here is much safer. Strange view when come to think about. Clouds look like floaty fluff below feet.
You're right. I don't think I've ever been this high up before either.
No. One moment. If clouds are in direction down, this continent floating even higher up than clouds.
Exactly. It's floating much higher up than Frontier Village in Magna Forest. Or even Erith Sea.
Strange, so strange. But why this island is floating higher than even clouds?
I think I remember something from an old book. As I recall, the Bionis Shoulder was once inhabited by the Giants, a highly advanced race. There used to be many islands floating above Erith Sea, you know.
Kino no. Teeny tiny islands floating in sky. Very fantastic view.
The Giants. They could process and utilize hoverstone, a mineral with floating properties.
Amazing! In Erith Sea, they gather so much hoverstone, it lifted up whole continent.
Actually, you might have it backwards. Maybe they took hoverstone from here and transported it back to Erith Sea.
Whoa! Elementary! Kino 220% agree.
Of course, it's best to take all this with a grain of salt.
Huh?
Until now, no Homs, or even High Entia, have set foot on this continent. That's why the book's author might only be speculating about some aspects.
No, it makes sense. Can be no mistaken theory of Shulk. Shulk really do know everything, just like Dad upon say.
Oh no, I'm positive there are things I don't know.
Me with a lot of stuff in this game, in this franchise.
Dad upon say, friend Shulk is brainy smart, know everything. And also brave and cool, and could do anything if he put mind to it.
Did he really? I'm actually a little embarrassed now.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. It's only good thing. He also say Shulk is #1 sidekick of Dadapon. Next in line of awesome.
I see. Good old Ricky.
Again, how is Ricky the best character when he's not even in this game? Anyways, while I'm over here, I might as well do a little bit of exploring. Or, actually, could I even reach this Pawn Spectre? I don't think I could, so I think I'm better off just going forward to where Alcamoth is. Just gonna hop over here. There's a hop and a skip over the river. and heading towards a little cavern. Palm top elephant. You know, picturing that in my head, that actually sounds kind of adorable, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Is there anything else? That way leads to another spot that we can't really access right now. So let's go into this little cavern here. And straight ahead, there is an earth crystal, but there's also a giant spider. Not just any spider. Grotesque die miss. Yes, there are unique monsters in Future Connected, just like in the base game. And I would recommend not doing that particular quest, taking on that particular unique monster until much later. For now, let's rescue this little pawn specter from these antholes. Alright, let's open up in the starlight. Okay. Oh! I just knocked him off the cliff! Okay, that's pretty funny. I love it when I'm able to do that. It's pretty fun. Alright, so it's elemental discharge. Oh yeah, he's really feeling the groove. Shulk is feeling that groove with this music, man. Alright, let's do another Starlight Kick combo. There we go. Only one more. There we go.
Kino could have napped that one out.
No treasure chest? Oh, that's kind of disappointing. Anyways, let's talk to Deca. Qualified, certified, uncontestified. Pod Spectre Deca is name. Surveying new lands is game. Alright, safe from the jaws of death. When Deca fetch surveying area, lit monster repellent incense that got for friend. But then monsters appear. It make no sense. Why on heck monsters not repel? Why attract? Meh. When Deca take a whiff, realize it's actually monster attracted incense. Fred must have put in by mistake. Or this could be trial that fate posed for Deca to challenge resolve. Fate call on Deca to defeat monsters by own self. Meh. But Deca do nothing. Just call for help from passerby. Disappoint himself. Well, in any case, thank friends for well-timed rescue. Deca not forget this kindness. Quest complete, and for that we get a lock and resist 4 gem. And let's see, 1/1 rises and wakes very quick. Was once rookie of team, but now chief. Missed that last part. Must be recognition for excellent skill in pawn inspecting. Deca must follow shining example. It's key tenet of pawn inspector organization that good effort always recognized and rewarded. After that, we get another member of the blue team, Deca. Still have yet to find a red team. Pawn Spectre. In fact, I now have a third of all the Pawn Spectres in the game. So, should hopefully get a red team, Pawn Spectre here in the near future. Really hoping. Okay, she's gonna run into here, run into the light. And oh, that is a beautiful view. Again, this game is just beautiful when it comes to its environments. I love it. And again, this must have been cathartic to a lot of Xenoblade players that only got to see the Bionis shoulder through hacking, or from the picture on Dunban's wall. I mean, I guess I can't really say that I was that hyped because I actually didn't start playing any of the Xenoblade games until like 2022, so far after Definitive came out. In fact, I only started getting into the series because I watched Chugga Conroy's Let's Plays of the first 2 games, and then also decided to give them a try when Xenoblade 3 was announced. So I don't know. I guess So I can't say I was a part of the hype, but I could definitely sense that people were excited about it just based off of like hearsay and whatever and what I constantly hear from the fandom. So I don't know. Whisperwind Crossing. Can kind of take whatever direction that we want to. There's like a nice little scenic spot right there. And there's another bridge here, so we'll go ahead and take that. And actually, how close am I Collectopedia-wise to completing something? Not any more closer, but I can get a couple more things in there. 65% done. Okay. Not bad. I'm like, what, 3-4 episodes in, and I already have like 65% of a Collectopedia page done. And again, it's only one of 2 Collectopedia pages in the entire game, which is pretty nice. I like it. And up ahead, there's actually a quiet moment. But before I view that, I know I will be repeating a joke again from Chucka Conroy's Let's Play of it, but I'm sorry, it's too good. I need to do it too, man. It was way too funny. Alright, avoid the Rogu, please don't notice me. Why do I even bother saying that? I'll be right back once I defeat this thing.
Let's keep this up.
Alright, that takes care of that. And there's a couple of item orbs here, so I might as well pick those up. Snare wire. There we go. And again, for maximum laughs, have Shulk be shirtless for this part. Quiet moment. A life without visions.
Ah, Shulk.
Did something catch your eye? Wow. What a view. It's nice to see the capital like this.
Being able to see it from here, it's enough to make me tense up. In all honesty, it's making me consider my position and standing.
I see.
My brethren, who transformed into Telethia back then, and those who survived, feeling the sadness that seeped into this land. And then, my father and brother's expectations, calling me the hope of the High Entia. I must be an empress worthy of taking on that mantle. But I don't know how. Much as I hate to admit it, I have not been able to find the right answer yet.
Melia.
Shulk, you of all people must surely understand. You who secured a future for all of us in that decisive battle.
You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about what my visions were.
Oh?
The future that Zanza wanted. That was certainly one of the things I saw. But we fought to deny that future. And in doing so, forged our own path. That's part of it too. But now that I can no longer see them, I find myself doubting. Were we really, actually determining our own fate all along?
Well, it's a good question. But look, you have saved me more times than I can count. That did not come about because of your visions. You used your own judgment, and you chose to act, did you not? And thanks to that, I believe I've grown as an individual as well. I hardly think I said anything funny.
I'm sorry. You're right. I want my actions to have meaning too. Not to craft Zanza's future, nor defy him and bend the world to a future of our design, but to give the freedom to choose. To all beings that call this world home.
Freedom to choose, huh? What would my father and brother wish for? I wonder.
I don't think you need mystic visions to work that out. They just want you to be happy, right?
My gloom is no match for you, Shulk. It's just as you say. To become the hope of the High Entier is a fate I choose for myself. Those were the words Father imparted to me. There is no need to fear. That is how my brother encouraged me. I've been so impatient and homesick. I nearly forgot those most important words. I can hear Father lecturing me even now, chiding me for my foolishness. I give you my thanks, Shulk.
It's nothing.
To lack clear-cut answers is hardly a sin, but a sin it would be to cease searching for those answers altogether. For the High Entier who live on in this land. Nay, not only the High Entier. For the sake of all the people of this world, that they may decide the future as equals. That is the vision I choose to guide me. That is the future I wish for.
Yeah, if anyone could make it happen, it's you. But I won't lie to you. The road ahead will be long and arduous. I hope you won't mind me lending a hand. After all, that's the future I want too.
Shulk. Indeed, it'll be my pleasure.
That's a nice one. I like that one. And also, Shulk, you can finally have your shirt back. Sorry, buddy. Alright. Let's press forward. And again, it's kind of nice to have this epilogue and kind of get more of the thoughts that all these characters had after the events of the base game. Because you didn't get a whole lot of that. The most you got was just that one cutscene with like the POV of Fiora and seeing the reconstruction, and then the scene with the fishing and the last conversation, which even then mostly centered around Alvis or just kind of Fiora and Shulk talking about the worlds. You didn't get a whole lot of like the characters' reactions to like losing the visions or living in an entirely new world that doesn't involve living on the body of a Titan, but rather like a normal continent, almost like our world. So it is kind of interesting to see kind of their perspectives. Let's see. There's an ether crystal down there, but I think I'll grab that a little later. Let's see. We want to go up there. There's a couple of enemies like a Ponyo. Still think that's kind of a weird name. It also doesn't help that it constantly reminds me of the Miyazaki movie. Which, if you have not seen that movie, it is so bizarre when you really get down to it. Like, the world nearly ends because a fish girl wants ham. But it's also kind of adorable. I kind of like it.
Why would all those Telethia be gathering here in one place?
Transporter, over here!
Huh?
What is it?
The transporter is running.
So it is.
But how?
Maybe somebody activated it.
In any case, we can't afford to dally here.
Agreed. Let's go.
I like how they play the air sea music here. It's kind of nice. But anyways, I bid you a welcome back to Alchemath. Or what's left of it, anyway.
It's good to be back.
Home of Miss Melly needs some weeding. Housekeeping been slacking off.
Very true. We'll have our work cut out for us. What is it?
Look up there.
What is that thing?
Look like hole in sky.
That's simply impossible.
This world is still in its early days. That could explain the instability. That, or it's still being reborn.
Does that really explain this?
It could do.
That Fog King creature. Is it from...
It's a possibility.
In that case, it may well be lurking nearby. Let's stay together and keep a close lookout.
King of Fog not scary to Kino. Kino, how about turn around and toe to face? Bye-bye-bye!
I love how much more they utilize the dot eyes. It's great.
Gotcha! Little joke there. No, big meanie! Mama?
A child's voice. Where?
Up there!
Where's the Pond Spectre? I saw it. There it is. Dry. Qualified, certified, highly extrovertified. Pond Spectre Dry is named and surveying new lands this game. Why bring his friends around these parts? I'm just going to skip through a lot of this dialogue, just because I also want to try and figure out where that voice is coming from. Dry and Tia. Collect 5 high Antia feathers in Alchemath. Again, they'll be marked on your map, so I'll just meet you over by where they are. Alright, so I just picked up one and it's right by the Fountain of Eternity. And also, as you can imagine, Alchemath is the second Collectopedia page, and we can already complete one row. For completing Strange, we get trendy fins. Yeah, unlike the Collectopedia and the base game where it actually does give you some useful stuff, here at the Collectopedia, at least for Alchemath, I don't fully remember what for by on the shoulder. But most of the Collectopedia for Alchemath will give you mostly cosmetic stuff. In fact, it's actually a lot of the swim gear for Shulk and Melia. That's it. With Alchemath specifically going for Melia. So let's go ahead and pick up this. There we go. So can I warp back over? That's close enough. And are you a red? I think you are. Okay. Finally become best friend of bird people. Quest complete. And for that we get top up +4, which would be very useful on Nene. Feathers all collected, land all inspectified. Okay. Alright, spectacular leader, we measure, we find treasure, but specters till we die. Yes, Red Team, finally! I'll get into what having all 3 team... Oh, never mind, I guess the game is going to tell me anyway. Union strikes. I'll get into what this is a little later. But for now, let's go and find out what that source of the noise was. I missed when this thing was a moving sidewalk. Alright. I think I'll go ahead and swap around the party a little. Actually, no, I think this party is good. Never mind. Alright, that's it.
Over there!
The child is in danger. Quickly! Are you all right, child? Wait, Talon.
Ah, Miss Melia. You too, Shulk? How did you...
We can talk later.
It covered in that fluffy mist. So that scary king of fog?
Yeah, maybe so.
Let's give it our all.
I'm just gonna let the music play out. All I can say is, I'm so glad they continued to torn the Golden Country music influence with this.
Things are going to plan. Summon Bolt! Manifest yourself! On Spectres, I sense you're raring to end.
King of Fog all cleared up.
We can only hope. Look! The rift!
It's...
Oh no! Look out!
That beam!
What about it, Shulk?
That was the same attack that brought down the junks.
Then that would mean...
It looks like we found our Fog King.
Yes, I would have to agree. What now, Shulk?
We might as well try. Nene.
Understand.
It won't work! You can't even land a scratch on it.
Melia! Kino!
Leave to me! Ye faithful of pain!
Begone!
King of Fog, bright dust!
It is just as Maxis said then.
Melia! Let's pull back!
That would seem wise.
Okay, this should be far enough. Those things can't follow us all the way out here.
Oh? And you're certain of that?
Yeah, sure. The Telethia will keep us safe.
The Telethia will?
Well, that's what Radsum said. Though, I don't think they realize it themselves.
Ah. Right. Your mother was one of the affected.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't thanked you yet. Thanks a million for saving me back there.
Why were you alone in such a place? You could have been hurt.
Sorry, miss.
He get told? Pipe down, not pun obvious.
I snuck in to gather research material. But then I tripped over some rubble and,
And that's when you were spotted, huh? Were you the one who activated the transporter?
Yeah, I was given special permission, so I could conduct my research. That said, I normally don't go anywhere without Big Sis.
You have a sister.
Well, we're not actually related. We've just been living here together.
If I remember correctly, you wanted to transform Telethia back.
Yeah. Oh, hey! My lab's over on the far end of Zen's thoroughfare. You want to come with? We can talk more there, where it's safe.
You have your own laboratory.
Not as grand as my old one, mind.
We still don't understand the Fog King, or the monster that attacked Teelan. Maybe the Telethia are connected to all this. Teelan's research could help us make sense of it all.
Yes, indeed.
The thing that attacked... Ah, you mean the Fogbeast?
Fogbeast? Is that what you've been calling them around here?
Fogbeasts always appear around the Fog King, so the name seemed appropriate.
Makes sense.
Right, I'll be going on ahead.
You won't be guiding us on the way?
I need to clean up, else there won't be anywhere to stand. All right, see you.
Hey, wait!
He's gone now.
What is it about science boffins? Always doing whatever they please.
He get told? He probably have it coming.
I love it. I don't love you.
Damned fools. They think to second guess the will of the divine.
Shop selling arts manuals has opened. In the arts manual shop, you can exchange art coins for arts manuals to level up your favorite arts. You may attain art coins when defeating unique monsters in Fogbeasts. Defeating a given monster for the first time will always grant an art coin. Art coins received for unique monsters in Fogbeasts you defeat before the shop opens should already be in your possession. So yeah, that's kind of how they make up for the fact that unique monsters don't drop affinity coins anymore. They instead drop art coins, which allow you to purchase level 10 art books for all of your arts. So there's exactly enough unique monsters and Fogbeasts in order to get every single level 10 art book. I'm gonna flat out say this right now. I am not gonna go after every Fogbeast. I'm not gonna go after every unique monster. Even on my own time, I've never actually done this because I feel like it takes too long, and frankly, I'm just not that interested. There's only like a handful of level 10 art books that I think are actually worth getting. So, yeah, just gonna put that out there right now. I'm not gonna go for every single Fogbeast and every single unique monster. I'll fight a couple. I will definitely do that, but it's not gonna be a priority in this series. Next, I actually want to talk a little bit about Teelan there. If you paid attention in my playthrough of the base game, there was a little NPC named Teelan, and yep, The very last quest that we did with him actually involved getting him research notes to help turn Telethia back into High Entia. So yeah, there's actually continuity, and this is picking up where that side quest left off. That is insanely clever. And this is actually not the only instance of it in Future Connected. There's a couple of others that are pretty nice, and I really like. But for now, can I just warp? Like, what's the closest spot to warp over to where Teelan's lab is? I suppose Zephyr's Corcel's probably the closest. Yeah, okay. And actually, I think this is good enough for now. So, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. I almost stopped at just Xenoblade Chronicles. After for more than half a year saying that, I'm so gonna have to try to get used to saying more. Anyways, next time, we make our way to Teelan's lab and potentially meet his quote-unquote big sis. See you guys then.